Ray Holman, 1D Central Representative and Legislative Liaison. Today is July 12th, and I'm here in the Can We Talk studio with 1D Central Rep. Steve Schmidt.
Hi, Ray. Thank you.
Steve, today we're actually going to be talking about an event coming up on July 20th. And this event is going to be something that we're going to be reaching out to our members to get them involved and get them active with. And what I'm talking about is actually an informational picket. And this will be up in the Upper Peninsula. Can you tell us a little bit of background? Number one, where this picket's going to be, and number two, why are we having this picket?
Certainly, Ray. First of all, the picket will be at the Marquette DHHS office located at
234
West Barriga Avenue in Marquette. It also is the same location as the Business Service Center, number 1, same building, same location. And our reason for having that, Ray, is because there have been great difficulties in that office in particular in regard to employer relationships. Things have not gone well there. Many workers have vacated that facility, have gone on to other things, some having left with no other job opportunities in the works. And they're getting out because the situation there is so volatile that they feel it necessary to leave.
Yeah, and so this really fits into a theme that we've been seeing over the last few years within state government, and that's one of discipline first, ask questions later. We did a previous video, we talked a little bit about what people should do when they feel like they're being investigated or they're being questioned at work. And we also know that there was legislation introduced by Speaker of the House Kevin Cotter actually to make it easier to fire state employees when we see so much discipline going on right now. And with this informational picket, just to clarify, we can do this in our contract, Steve. This is actually Article 4, and it is Section K. And there are certain rules and contractual language we need to follow, and we'll be educating the members about that. But one thing that I'm concerned about as a representative and the legislative liaison is where people are being intimidated and their spirits are being crushed. Is that a good way to have good outcomes? Is that a way to make our caseworkers successful? I mean, expound on that. What's our message to the public and to the lawmakers?
Certainly. In my mind, Ray, it's as simple as good parenting. And you get what you pay attention to. And if you pay attention to workers working diligently, trying their hardest, working under very difficult circumstances, and you pay attention to that and support that, you'll get more of those good behaviors back. The flip side of what we see is that is not the case, that they're just focusing on, you did not get this report completed on time, you're delinquent in putting in your case contacts, whatever those things are. So they're only paying attention to the negative, the bad things, and they really should be paying more attention to the positive things.
That's absolutely right. And so the job of management is to make our members successful for the vitally important jobs that our members carry out. You're talking about adult protective services. You're talking about cash assistant payment workers. You're talking about prevention workers. You're talking about people that investigate child abuse and child neglect. And when you invest in these people, you support these people, they're going to have better outcomes for the citizens. But I would agree with you. What we're seeing is a punitive approach, an approach that is making people afraid to do their jobs. And in fact, it actually prevents people from using common sense, because if you step out of your lane right now, or you don't file policy exactly the way it's written down, you're going to be disciplined. And we see people targeted. And what we want to say to management, to the lawmakers, to the general public, is there's a better way to do things for all of us to be successful. So even though we're going to exercise our contractual right to have an informational picket at lunchtime up north in Marquette, we're still bringing a positive message of, we're going the way things can be.
Exactly right, exactly right. And again, if we pay more attention to the positives and less to the negatives, things will be much better. And in addition, Ray, you're fully aware that the more that a worker is being scrutinized and being looked at, the greater the likelihood that they will be not as successful and they will be prone to error. So we really need to move away from that and move toward a more nurturing, helpful environment in the workplace. If you cannot make it to Marquette on Wednesday, July 20th to support us in the picket, please, in your work site, it's Solidarity Wednesday. We all wear red on Wednesdays. Please show your support statewide and wear the colors for the UAW Local 6000.
That's right. So in summary, mark on your calendars, July 20th, 2016, in Marquette. We're going to be using all of our social media platforms to promote this informational picket. So make sure you follow us on our webpage, which is uawlocal6000.org. Make sure you follow us on our Facebook page as we're going to be promoting this event. The other thing is we're going to try to get support for the people in 1D Central up north above the bridge from people downstate. So for example, tonight we have a district meeting in Jackson, Michigan. We're going to try to get members involved, helping write signs. And this is a statewide effort because we know there are problems in Marquette, but we know there's also problems the entire state.
That is correct. And we greatly appreciate your help, Ray, in getting us in line and in place to do these pickets and to get the word out. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. So in summary, mark on your calendars, again, July 20th, 2016 at lunchtime up in Marquette, Michigan for our informational picket. And I want to again encourage people to continue following us on this YouTube channel and to expand our voice. Remember to share these videos. Remember that with your iPhone at lunchtime, you can share this to a coworker. You can share this on Facebook because we'll put this up on Facebook. But on behalf of the Can We Talk program, this is Ray Holman.